Tell us more about some of the challenges you faced as president and CEO of the PMI during the pandemic.
For me personally, I think that at PMI, the biggest challenge obviously has been COVID. And I'll tell you why that was an extraordinary challenge. Well, it has been an extraordinary challenge for everyone. But on top of that, for PMI, we had embarked on a transformation, a digital transformation. And we were literally halfway through that transformation when COVID hit. And so that was a huge challenge for us because the team at PMI have never really done transformations of that scale, that size. We literally threw every single process, workflow up in the air and reinvented everything. And we were in the process of doing that in a very structured way, as you'd expect from PMI. And then all of a sudden COVID hit and everything had to go remote. And this story is being repeated many, many times by many, many organizations. But for us, I feel it was particularly tough because our teams weren't ready for doing a transformation in the first place. So that was a big challenge, and we're coming out the other side of that. And I think the way the team has responded across the whole organization has been exemplary. It's been unbelievable, the amount of empathy and the amount of passion that people have put into their work to get work done. So I'm super proud of the result, but it was one heck of a challenge.
So tell us more about this transformation and what that entails.
So I joined in 2019, March 2019, and PMI had already had recognized that actually it's a 50-year-old organization, and many of its processes and workflows are designed to manage a much smaller community. And our community has grown it's become international. It's a global community, million-plus certifications, 600,000 members. And we're now in pretty much every single country. So the workflows, the systems, the processes had been designed to cater for largely an American-scaled organization. But we started to see growth over the course of the last 5-6 years in other parts of the world as well. And our systems were creaking and they were underinvested and they were old. And we were losing out on a lot of insight and information. And there were multiple levels of complexity. We couldn't get a single picture of our membership. Some members had multiple different services that were being provided by PMI. Others had just single services. So it was very difficult to be able to really get to understand all of our members, all of our customers, our community, our stakeholders. So one of the big things we wanted to do was upgrade all of our infrastructure, all of the systems, everything from our ERP systems, CRM systems, accounting systems, everything, our digital marketing capabilities, a complete, uplift so that we could start to get closer to our customers. And then we had the ability to be able to scale the business into the future. And the second thing we wanted to do was also the organization had really cut its teeth on one particular certification and a suite of certifications around the PMP and the PMBOK. The PMP is the flagship certification for PMI. And we were really focused for the last 50 years on driving that. And whilst we'd had some forays into the agile space and other ways of working, we'd never really doubled down on those. So one of the reasons I think that the board selected me was to actually scale the organization, the association out beyond beyond sort of a US-centric mindset into a more global mindset. And then secondly, to start offering more services and more enablement capabilities to the Project Management Institute members so that they could become more relevant across the globe with different certifications and different skill sets. And so we've embarked on that journey as well. So our transformation was a complete overhaul of the PMI Institute. It even included launching a brand new brand. And if you look at the look and feel of PMI 2 years ago to what the look and feel of PMI is today, you'll see a stark difference. We're vibrant, we appeal to a younger community as well as the older community, different regions, different cultures. We really have transformed a lot, not just in optics, but also culturally as well, and then also technically.